So we're talking about mass sexual assaults happening. We're talking about women being braver now that they see that it's happening to everyone.
Even before October 7th, there was a case of a Palestinian family in Hebron. Women of that family were imposed to strip their clothes in front of their children under the threat of policing dogs, and they were imposed to walk in the hallways of their house fully naked. And at the military checkpoints, of course, where women have to commute to their work or to their schools or to their universities every day, they are subject to sexual harassment and body search. We realized that those girls, for example, during their puberty, they tend to stop going to school, especially during their monthly period, simply because at the checkpoints they will be body researched by male soldiers. Women actually refrain from reporting about those assaults out of fear of social stigma and out of fear of not being able actually to engage in the public life if their families and their communities know about these incidents.
One of the stories we have documented was for a girl in Hebron, and when we shared her story online on our platforms, we had her family contacting us and telling us to take it down because of how this would affect her and affect the whole family. See, one of the things also that women suffer is they have really low expectations from Israeli soldiers. So when they invade their homes, for example, one of the women told me that the female soldier was so nice to me, she let me fully undressed with the door closed. So this is the kind of expectations. They expect so much humiliation, so much violence. So when it's something like that, they don't talk about it. One woman tried to close the door when she was being fully undressed by a female soldier. She tried to close the door so she didn't want to be exposed to the male soldiers, to the family members. She hit her in an eye with a rifle and she lost her left eye. So women are not even aware of how bad it is because they expect so much violence, they expect killing, they expect to be shot. So when it's something like that, it goes unreported. Even children will not be aware of the severity of things. So they would talk about it as, I was undressed. I was fully undressed, for example, and they wouldn't know how bad that is to them or the definitions of sexual violence. So you would have women saying that they inserted an object inside of me, but she wouldn't identify it as rape because lack of awareness on this matter. So you can imagine what children go through. All of the 20 women detainees we have interviewed said that they were fully strip searched multiple times a day in front of each other, beaten on their genitals. We have 2 women who have came forward and said that they were raped using objects by female soldiers, one of them in Gaza and one of them in Hebron as well. Rape has always been used in Israeli prisons, but the amount of women that were taken this time makes it really hard for all of them to stay silent. So we're talking about mass sexual assaults happening. We're talking about women being braver now that they see that it's happening to everyone, giving them the platform to say their stories and their accounts. Makes them feel empowered in a way, makes them feel like their stories are not going unchecked. People will hear this. Something will be done, hopefully, about this.